What do we got going on? Well, what we got going on is confused customers, upset customers, technicians that are just as confused and upset. And what are we dealing with? We are dealing with regeneration on a diesel engine. It's amazing how many people work on these systems and have been for years, and they still don't understand what they're dealing with, how it works, how to look at things, how to analyze things, and how to trust certain programs like for example this one right here. We are testing a DPF to see if it's going to be reusable or not. Customer has called us in, wants it replaced, and as you can see, it passed. So how do we get to this point? Customer called a cheaper company in to look at their vehicle that keeps having excessive regeneration issues, and unfortunately they called for a brand new DPF. We make the recommendation that they allow us to diagnose it before they spend $5,000 just for the DPF, plus labor to install it and yada yada yada. So what we did is we told the customer we would charge 1 hour to run the regen and diagnose the system only, which we probably got about 2.5 hours, because we do several things. We do a lot of pre-checks, which I'm not going to get into, but there's a lot of things we do before we even start the engine. A lot of things. We test the fuel, we test the clamps on the turbo boost, the VGT, just a lot of things we look at. But you know, this poor customer, they're desperate, they want their truck running. The only reason they contacted us is because you have to reset the DPF after you replace it. The company that was out here couldn't do it. They spent 2 days on it, and they made the call that that's all they needed. And as you can tell, the diesel particulate filter is within specification, which means it's good. The DPF is a trash can. It catches all the trash from the engine, and when it gets full, it asks for a regeneration and it cleans itself. People don't understand that. Trucks that go up and down the highway don't really use it as much as trucks that idle a lot, or you know, stop and go and deliveries, and for whatever reason they just don't see a lot of time going down the road, so they have to rely on regeneration to keep the emissions within spec. And then when the DPF gets full, the DPF has to be regenerated. This truck right here actually has a problem with the heat that's produced. It's struggling to produce correct heat to clean the DPF, and we already identified the problem. We're going to let the customer know, and now the customer is going to be pissed because he paid another company to look at it, which is, I'm not blaming the guy. Maybe he was in a hurry, maybe he didn't have good software, but it's kind of a daily battle. So anyway, thanks for watching.